Good afternoon, guys. Dr. Andy Rosenfarb here, AccuVision Acupuncture. Today we're going to talk about this. Don't quit on your vision. That's right. So this came as a conversation I had with a patient earlier today named Jan. And I was talking to Jan. I hadn't seen Jan in a couple years. And she'd reached out to me because she had seen some vision declines. And we had a really nice conversation about that. And I outlined some of the conversation, some of the key points in the post so you guys could check out. But long and short, the conversation went like this. Jan was kind of freaking out because she hadn't had treatment. She was coming for a while. She was getting really good results. Her vision had improved and was very, very stable. And then, of course, like most of us, COVID hit, and then everything kind of came to a screeching halt. Travel restrictions, even, receiving things. There were supply chain issues in the post office, and UPS wasn't delivering on time. So she lost some vision because it had been 2 or 3 years, and she pretty much stopped getting acupuncture, stopped taking supplements, stopped her Ai Qigong exercise and all her home therapy. And, she figured, first couple months, first it was 1 month, 3 months, then turned into 1 year, 2 years, 3 years plus. So Jan reached out to me with obvious concern that, hey, I lost a lot of my vision. And my follow-up was like, okay, what have you been doing? And Jan said, well, for a while I was doing a little bit of my home care stuff and getting for acupuncture, coming to the clinic. And then I just stopped. I was overwhelmed. I got depressed during COVID. I was really anxious. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. She had a couple family members who got sick. I get it. This whole thing turned everybody upside down. So she had fallen off the wagon, so to speak, and just wasn't really managing her vision very well, and subsequently had seen declines specifically over the last year or so as a result of just, not taking supplements and not keeping up. So Jan, in the conversation, Jan was like, well, I get it. What can I do? Or what are your patients doing who didn't lose vision? Who couldn't get to you, and who also were having problems with travel from COVID. And my response was this: they didn't stop their treatment. They didn't stop taking care of themselves. They didn't stop their supplements. They didn't quit. They didn't quit on their vision. They didn't quit on their health like a lot of people did. Right? A lot of people started eating junk food. A lot of people stopped exercising. Gyms were closed. Not going out. Right, and early on, of course, there were some obvious concerns going on, but it took a lot for a lot of people, and a lot of people still haven't gotten back into taking care of themselves, gotten back to the gym, lost weight, getting healthy again, the kind of the macros, and then the micros are more specific to vision. On top of that, we had quite a few patients who had lost vision as a result of getting COVID, getting sick, or getting the vaccination. Some people had difficulties with that. So those, for some, were actually accelerators for vision loss, and I did a whole video on that, and I'm going to do another session on that in a couple of weeks. If you guys want more on that, you can go to my YouTube page, and we did a section on it. I think we may have a session here too, so if you go through our videos, you should be able to find something. But anyway, so there was some vision loss as a result of COVID too, because we know COVID causes inflammation, hypoxia, and stresses the vascular system. So all these factors of not taking care of herself and not taking supplements and not focusing on eye health or general health, coupled with the effects of hypoxia and inflammation and vascular dysregulation, which is blood vessels. The blood vessel and blood supply to the vision was compromised. Over time, that's going to accelerate vision loss. So again, she came back to me, so what are your patients doing? And my response was they quit quitting. They decided that they weren't going to quit anymore. They weren't going to quit on their eyes, that they're going to keep up with their supplements, that they were going to do some acupuncture. If they couldn't get to the clinic, they were going to do eye exercises. They were going to clean up their diet. They were going to start exercising regularly, start doing the Ai Qigong exercises. And now We also have the alternating current stimulation, the transocular stimulation home unit. So patients who can't get to our office have done telehealth and or alternating current stimulation to get that process going. So I get it. We're talking about that, it's not easy to get here. There's financial issues, there are travel issues, there are health issues. In this case, Jan had a family member that was sick that she's caring for. So it's a thing, she's been unable to get here. So our conversation wrapped up like this, that we decided, she decided rather, it was just kind of my inquiry, that she was willing to get back on the wagon and start taking her supplements. We got her on alternating current stimulation. We had a nice conversation and about cleaning up her diet and starting to exercise again, and a progressive way to start dealing with it. She's also stressed out and depressed. So we had a nice conversation to kind of get inside of her head and give her a little encouragement, a little positive reinforcement about, what she can do to help recover and get rid of this like doom and gloom mindset that, there's nothing left for me, my vision's gone or it's going, and there's no drug or no surgery, and I'll just kind of sit back and, wait for stem cell or gene therapy or, biotechnology to come save me. And she realized, she's like, look, nobody's coming to save her. So if you want healthy vision and you want to preserve and even recover some of your vision, it's on her, on you to take care of it, right? Nobody else is going to do that. It's your eyes. So right now where we're at with the technology and what's available in conventional and integrative holistic therapies, the more you do for yourself is radical self-care for your vision, the longer you're going to keep your vision. And it's pretty simple as that. Yes, there are other factors. And yeah, you may still lose some vision, but at least you're going to slow it down. So don't give up, right? Don't give up on your vision. Don't give up on you. You are worth it. Your vision is worth it. You can preserve it. Stay off these websites that talk about doom and gloom. Stop talking to people or your doctors who are telling you there's nothing going to be done. You're going blind, yada, yada. There's so much available to you. You just have to take action. And the other thing we talked about too is jumping around to different treatments. She's like, well, I tried this and I tried that and I was working on this and trying, a bunch of different things and trying them for a little while and quitting. And that was also the quitting too. Find something and stick with it. Look, if it's not working for you, having some side effects, which not most of these treatments will have, but if something doesn't feel right, then that's fine. By all means, discontinue. But just because you're not seeing an immediate gratification, immediate results, doesn't mean that there's not something in it for you, that there's not some benefit. And again, even if you're seeing just a little bit or minor improvements or none at all, doesn't mean you're not going to be able to preserve your vision long term. So again, really, really important to just keep up. Persistence is key. Keep up, keep on, keep going. Keep going. That's it. And quit quitting. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.